I asked for the help. I realised that I felt isolated, depressed. I wasn't looking after myself, not eating properly, not doing my housework properly, not showering as I should do or washing my hair, and just totally not worrying about anything, whether my flat was clean. I just had no go in me whatsoever, and I was just totally depressed all the time. And it reached a point where I just basically, I think, had a little bit of a breakdown and realised I had to talk to somebody, and it's not always easy to do. I've spoken to Holly every single month, and that was always an hour and 10 minutes, and she was just so friendly and helpful, and she let me just chatter on and say what was worrying me, what I was concerned about, and how I felt. And then within sort of 2 months I had my three-way chat with Holly and Leanna, and I wrote a big A4 size page of all my interests, the music I like, wildlife, flowers, all the things I like doing, so that when I had the three-way chat I managed to mention all these things to Leanna, and Holly thoroughly enjoyed the three-way chat. It was so interesting, and we were just matched up perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. I met Leanna on the 8th of April, and we sat on the field and had coffee and cake, and it was lovely meeting her. Spent an hour and a half together, and I've seen her 3 times now, and we chat every week for an hour. We go for walks, go and photograph ducks, talk about our different interests, and it's just amazing. But even with a big age gap, perfectly matched, and it's the best thing I've ever done. At the end of the day, we're all socialising in one shape or form, whether it's just meeting up for an hour for a coffee. And it's a new face, it's someone different you're talking to. You might be talking about being vegetarian, which I know nothing about. Or you might be talking about animals, because other people have a dog, and I've always had dogs in Africa. And then we'll talk about seeing the ducks. And the conversation just flows, and that's really nice. You feel at ease talking to people. And I've enjoyed it because everyone I've spoken to has been in their 30s, and I can judge their age from their voice, and it's just been nice for me to chat to people of that age and make a joke and have a laugh with them, because I've got that sense of humour, I don't like being Mrs. Serious all the time. I like having a laugh and a joke, but it's just been awesome. Her bringing me fairy cakes the day she met me meant the world to me, And then I've got my beautiful Protea South African flowers behind you, and I got them for my birthday. Total surprise, the day before my birthday. And I just sat and cried because it was just such an awesome thing, We'd only been chatting 7 or 8 weeks, and all these little things meant a lot. And it's just opened up a whole new feel-good factor for me, that yes, there's somebody who has got some sort of feeling from me, so I've given her something and I'm getting something from her that I haven't had, even if it's just an hour coffee and chat, and that little bit of making time for somebody is what I think's important, and it makes me feel important that Leanna's making the time and making the effort to come and see me, even if we're sitting on the field and eating cake, you know. And that makes you feel good as well, you know, that somebody's making that effort. So I think it's a two-way thing, but as long as we can all help each other, that's what it boils down to, you know, helping each other.
It's been lovely for me too to not only feel like I'm giving, but also to speak to someone great every week and to develop a new relationship. And I think it's been quite two ways. Shelley's supported me in things, and it's been nice to have someone to talk to outside of my friendship group and my family. So I've got a lot out of it too.
Zoom I cannot do on my iPad, but I can do it on my mobile phone. So I'm not into too much modern technology. I used to only use it as a phone, where now I do WhatsApp around the world. I've got friends in South Africa and I regularly chat to friends weekly in Cape Town, and I've met friends in a youth hostel and I speak to them in Chicago and Spain. During lockdown, I sort of sorted myself out with IT stuff, where now I'm managing to take photos of flowers in the garden like today and putting them on my phone, transferring them to my iPad, putting them on Instagram and WhatsApp. So I've learned a lot during the shielding and lockdown, because I've had to do things and think, well, yes, that's another thing I can learn. Now my Zoom gives me an incentive to make sure I'm dressed, got my makeup and my hair looks decent, and make sure I've had my breakfast so I can do my virtual coffee chat and sort of look decent. And I'm getting to know the people on the virtual chats, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the Monkey World virtual tours, Bluebell steam train, virtual living museum, and Guildford Museum, and it's all just been so interesting. And I know that 3 times a week I've got a quiz to do. I might be rubbish at it and come last, and then one week I did win, so that was awesome. You're all different ages, you've all got different disabilities and different needs, and you get to know them, and you talk about their weekend, if they've been in Hampton Court or whatever they've been doing. I've mentioned Mars Bar weekend, and it's just nice because even although you might feel isolated and lonely with COVID and with shielding and everything, and maybe not being friendly with your neighbours, that's another outlet through Reconnections, where you've got that to look forward to every week.